Okay, game number 607, Raik by Harry, Josephine, Giles. I think that's how you pronounce it. If you want to check it out, you can get it at harryjosegiles.h.io. Let's try this out. Cool. See, it's written in Scots, as I was saying. So this button translates it. So right now it says, "What's this nonsense? Translate to Scots." If you click on it, it changes the color and the language. Words like mental and yerma and oot. Huh, okay. And what picture is that different? Okay, I'm not fully understanding. But let's see what this says here. You're here. We are here. We are here. Should I get closer? Probably gonna be easier to read. There we go. You're here. You're standing at the great mouth of Cave Uma. Uam? Oh, Uam. Your long red hair stirs in a breath of air coming from the deep inside. A gust that sounds almost like a word or a snatch of a song. Your battle plate is torn and dusty. Your travel sporran nearly empty, but you know here you will find the end of your journey. Well, since there's no sound here, I'm gonna switch on our music. Bringing the music from here to here. There we go. Microphone says, I mean, it's English. Scots just have a funny way of writing out their accents. Yeah, but when I read the Scots language, you can see that some of those words are actually written that way. Like it's written the way it would be pronounced using English letters. Hi Jasmine. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, dinner sounds delicious. What are you making? Yeah, okay, the end of your journey. You'll find the end of your journey in this place. It has been a 5-year quest. You have made firm friends and lost them. You have ranged all across the lands of Codnalia, journeyed up the rocky, venomous mountain, over the burning river, across the scattered horse isle, where no trees grow. You are searching for the staff of the salmon, whose magic alone will release your clan from the withering curse of Black Edward. You shudder as you touch the memory jewel around your neck, thinking of your parents, of Ruarait, your paramour, rooted to the earth, skin like bark, eyes black, blood slow as sap. Oh, that's a messed up curse. Jasmine says spaghetti. It's pouring rain right now, so I'm getting sleepy, fighting sleep. All the spaghetti will push you over the edge and let you sleep very comfortably, I hope. Since you just recently gone back to work, it must be tiring you out. Okay, the next part says, a giant eagle circles overhead. You unsheath your clan blade. Mirgit. I wish they would tell me how to pronounce these. Mirgich. Yeah, but how do you pronounce it? Do you say Mirgich or Mirgik? Mirgich? Passed down from your mother to you, and from her mother to her, and so on further back than any tale tells, and you step into the darkness of Guam. The gaping cave mouth closes in and drops sharply, becoming a tunnel descending into the earth beneath Codenalia. Can I click on these? Ah, I can. Interesting. Its cold walls narrow, and soon you're squeezing past sharp juts of stone that snatch at your arms and legs. For a moment you're held fast, your heart juddering at the thought of being forever trapped underground. And then the tunnel abruptly opens into a cavern. What happens if I click on Codenalia? Codenalia is your home until Black Edward came across the border. The Six Kingdoms were at peace. Now, as you traveled in search of the staff, you have found nothing but war, ruin, and injustice. If the staff can restore your own clan lands, perhaps the rest of the Codenalia too can be saved. Okay, so these are lore links, these blue ones. Click on them, it explains what that thing is. That's pretty cool. Elena Wispangle Shipper met my other Kane previous incarnation that night, and I think she wants to be a separate person from me. Okay. Oh, nice self-discovery. Well, selves discovery. Okay, so this one is called... So we're abruptly opening into a cavern. Cavern singing with light and water. A magnificent waterfall gushes from the sheer rock wall high above you. As it crashes into the floor, the spray catches the light of your torch. But no, the whole cavern is also lit by clusters of glowing crystals sprouting from the rock, firing blue, green, silver, gold. You stare at the torrent of water as the many lights play off of it. Imagining strange scenes are appearing on its surface. You think for a moment that you can see Ruoride's face, mouth open in a scream, and then you see a great round ship sailing through the sky. Your love, gold of hair, soft of skin, firm and gentle of touch. For 3 years you spent each night beneath the wolf skin with your limbs wrapped around each other, until the day when the curse came down. Now he is hard, cold, and unmoving. It's a great round ship, interesting, sailing through the sky. A round ship, huh? That's interesting. It's a ship that's round. Sounds like an UFO. What are they called nowadays? It's not called UFO anymore. It's UPA or something like that? UAP, yes, there we go. Yeah, UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. That's what I was thinking. I didn't have allergies for days, but for all of a sudden today I'm having them. Rifna says I might be allergic to streaming, but that's not the case because I streamed every day for the last few days, almost. Elena says, she's an MMO character, rolled up yesterday. I think we're gonna have some mixed origins to this system, but we don't want to be entirely separate beings. We don't want to be a single being. Well, that's one of the dilemmas that happen with many plurality experiences. Yeah, it happens. Like sometimes you don't want to be separate, but you end up being separate, and sometimes you don't want to be the same or together or very closely connected, but you have no choice in the matter. Like it can happen both ways. Sometimes we also resist separation. Like sometimes we can see that we are kind of going in different directions, but we don't want to. Yeah, those feelings all exist in all combinations. Okay. So yeah, this great round ship seems very interesting. It could be a UAP. It is an illusion. You realize you have been watching the light show for a full span of minutes, your feet rooted to the rock. You blink and look away, remembering your quest. You can see two ways out from here, following the stream of water as it gushes away, or entering a tunnel leading from behind the fall. It's impossible to tell which might lead to the chamber of the staff. Well, if there's a tunnel behind the fall, it kind of implies it was used for something. Like it exists for a reason. Maybe we'll check that out. The light dims as the tunnel twists and then begins to climb. You begin to hear a strange clacking sound, a fearsome language of the earth you cannot understand. You slow down, creeping up the slope. You turn a corner and walk straight into a pair of monstrous jug-sized eyes. They extend on stalks, and the stalks are attached to an enormous crab. Huh, wow. Its back encrusted with jewels, its great pincers now swinging open towards you. You draw back Mergich to strike at its eyes, but then you see an opening on the left through which you could flee. Okay. Oh, this one doesn't have an English translation. Maybe we should run away. What's the point of having a battle right now? You jump past the crab with a curse, and its pincers slam into the wall behind you. You sprint away before it can turn, your torch's flame guttering at the rush of air. The tunnel forks and forks again. You choose at random until you can no longer hear the terrible clacking behind you. Your chest heaving, you take stock and realize that Mergich is gone, grabbed by a pincer or lost in the tunnels. You cannot tell. You must get her back, but looking around, you discover you can't tell which direction you came from or which direction you should go. Deep shadows run over the cave walls. There's a putrid, bloody smell rising from the tunnels behind you. You feel warm air on your face as you turn to your right, and a faint chittering in the distance to your left. Okay. Mergich Clanblade. When you took the claymore from your mother, you swore loyalty to it, to her, to your clan. You swore always to take care of those who you love, as you would take care of the ancient sword. Now it is gone. Right. Yeah, we lost the sword while during running away. Okay, which direction should you go? There's a smell rising from the tunnel behind. There's warm air to the right and a faint chittering to the left. So there's some creatures to the left. There's some maybe hot air, like a geyser or something on the right. And dead stuff in the tunnel behind, possibly. Let's go towards the hot air. The ceiling narrows, you drop to a crouch, and then a crawl. Then suddenly it opens up above you and you are bathed in an intense light. Blinking your eyes, you see the sky. A wide chimney of stone extends for hundreds of feet above you. What? Huh, interesting. You rejoice the daylight and then realize how deep you must be. Are we like in a volcano or something? You stretch, sing a small prayer to the sun, and then move on. A memory. You are a child at lore lesson with the elders. Old Manga claps his hands as you dance in circles, singing the names of trees and their healing properties. Next to you is Ruaride. You grip each other's hand tightly. Later, older, you would swear never to let go. An interesting memory in this. Why did it show up now? Sing a small prayer. Agrian has always been your favorite Codnalia's old gods. When you feel sunlight, you feel protected. Here in the deep cave so far from her warm hands, her brief touch is all the more powerful. Cool. That makes sense why the prayer. Okay, so 10 years down the tunnel, it banks steeply and you lose your grip. You fall fast, the rock wet beneath you, and then hit water with a violent splash. Your torch goes out and is stolen away by the river. But there's a glow coming from the water, a wavering algal bloom. You wade through the greenish darkness against the current. The water chills your weary limbs. Something moving against a tickling shudder by, legs rushing past, and now, was that teeth or spines? Kelpie braying, dive forward, crack your head. Pain bursts over your skull, lose 5 HP, now 20 out of 25, you are bleeding. And when you regain consciousness, soaked to the bone, there is a great green demon standing over you with a talon at your throat. Sounds like a guardian of some sort. Oh, hold on. Interesting. That doesn't look like... Anyway. It's 8 feet tall and crowned with purple spikes. Its arms are grossly long and end in 4 sharp green talons. Its feet are blunt red hooves, and it's wearing a strange tunic of blue and gold. It has a terrible, terrible grin. Jings, it says, and pulls back the talon. Jings? A curse so vile, if you have never heard it spoken before. Do forbidden, its true meaning is lost to you. Truly, this beast is unholy. Jings, it says, and pulls back the talon. What manner of beastie are you? What manner of creature are you, I'm guessing? You pull yourself to your feet, your hand reaching for where Mirgich should be. I am the last of my clan, and I answer to no demon, you declare, sounding far stronger than you feel. Aye, but you'll be after the staff. You'll be after the staff of the salmon. A doot? I don't know what that means. It says it's green. It says green. It's green. If all right, these vowels. Goddamn, keep context switching. All right. It says its grin even broader. Its white eyeballs rolling in its thorny green skull. Am the Clyde, the guardian of these caves, and you'll no be han yer pudding till you had your meat. So you can't have your dessert before you had your meal, kind of thing. Which is to say, give me the answer to tema riddles 3. There's 3 riddles. Okay. See, like Scots is very similar to English. It's just very like once you pronounce it, you get the meaning of it. Like in my head, that's how it works. But I can't just read it and understand right away. Okay, 3 riddles. You stare at the demon. What? You say, riddles, says the demon. Thrusting its talons towards you, it grins. Before you can move or protest, the demon places its talons around your throat and begins its terrible rhyme. As a Lukit Aurma Fider's castle, I spied a body standing. I took off its head and drank his blade, and left his body standing. Okay. As a what's a look it? Oh, as I look over my father's castle, I saw a body standing. I took off its head and drank his blood and left his body standing. What, says the demon, his eyes spinning, its talons loosening only slightly. Was it? What was it? A bottle? The Clyde's grin falters and his grip loosens a little, though not enough for you to speak freely. Aye, it says, I will. That'll do. There's more though. What do you think on this? We nanny it teacoat in a white petticoat. We a red nose with a red nose. The longer she stands, the shorter she grows. Okay. The longer she stands, the shorter she grows with a red nose. Interesting. White petticoat and a candelabra? Candle? For a moment, the Clyde grins vanishes and something bleak and black flashes across its face. Somebody's been cliping. Cliping? It says incomprehensibly, but you'll no ken this. Where the fit has never been. It's there, yeah, I gang with it. Where the E has never seen, it's there, yeah, I will see it. When ye can, that is, when ye can, that it is near, nine but yourself will find it. When it's nae longer there, none but yourself will mind it. Interesting. Okay. Where the fit has never been. Where the fit has never been. It's there Yeah. It's there, yeah, I gang with it. Where the E has never seen. Where the I has never seen? Okay. It's there, yeah, I will see it. When you can tell that it's near, none but yourself will find it. When it's no longer there, none but yourself will mind it.
I would say.
Where the fit has never been, it's there. Yeah, I gang with it. I don't know what that means. What if I Scottify this? Huh. It's different. This is a different part of the story. It's very interesting. It's written in the reverse language. Like it's a different challenge altogether. Where the fit has never been, it's there, yeah, I gang with it. Where the E has never seen, it's there, I will see it. When you can, that it is near, none but yourself will find it. When it is no longer there, none but yourself will mind it. A dream is not necessarily something you will mind if it's not there. But a memory? When a memory is no longer there, would you care that it's no longer there? Huh. I have a feeling it's talking about a dream. If you lose a memory, will you mind it? I mean, you don't remember that you don't remember. So, Okay, we're gonna guess a memory. Okay, I don't think that worked.
Yes.
It did? The Clyde demon roars. It yells, shaking you from side to side. It throws you back into the rushing river. You've been raked through the Calyard, lose 5 HP. You're bleeding and disoriented, but it seems as though you gave the Clyde enough correct answers. Oh, okay, enough. That's not taken your life. You hear its voice crying, oh, waily, 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 as the water swallows you once more. You come to a fringe of a broad black pool under a sky full of stars. No, not stars, huge clusters of fireflies gathering around a forest of stalactites illuminating the grotto. You pick yourself up and look around. Your travel sporran is gone, your water skin and last rations of oats with it, lost somewhere in the river, and you can't see no way out. You suited yourself as a child, cut from the skin of the first kinnan you shot with your first bow. Now lost to those raging underground waters, you are left with only the silver threads of memory to lead you back to the clanlands, to home. Your water skin and last rations of oats with it. When you left with the gatherers to bring back food for the harvest feast, Ruaride handed you a parcel of meats and cakes wrapped in a knitted shawl. To keep you warm, he said, and your mates never stopped taunting you for it, but they were glad of the meat you shared that night. That's an interesting memory. A strange orange fungus is growing across the floor of this cavern, building up to the bulbous pillars. The pool before you is deep and still. The walls of the cavern are covered with marks that cannot have been carved by water. Alright, so there's a creature in there. Strange orange fungus is growing across the floor. Among the bubbles of orange, you see streaks of blue and silver. The fungus smells of iron and sugar. And you remember how hungry you are. Pull out a handful and consider eating it, and then through the gap in the center of the pillar, you see, of all things, a liver. You remember a strange fizzing brew your friends dared you to drink when you were youths together, full of the spit and sauce of growth. It smells like this, beguiling and repelling all at once. You drank it and felt a noxious, bubbling energy flow through you. It lasted many hours of laughter and sport until a blow to the head brought you back down to earth. Okay, so it can get you high. Okay, a liver. Let's press the liver. You screw up your nose and grab the liver. As you pull, bubbles of lurid fungus fall and burst, filling the air with sweet metallic spores. When the lever clunks into place, a wavering note echoes around the walls, as if a horsehair bow were being drawn across a string. But there is no fiddler you can see, just like there is still no exit to be found. Okay, so that's the fungus path. Nothing happened. A wavering long note echoes through the cavern. That's the different thing now. So pressing the lever has activated some sort of music. Alright, the walls of this cavern are covered with marks. Let's look at that. They are runes. Riatan runes. By the roof of the world. But you know many old tongue speakers who would pay dearly to see this rare display of the ancient script. You cannot make sense of what they might mean, but you believe you know how to sound the runes. Ooh. So you can pronounce them. Following the lines of the script, you see that they are gathering towards what appears to be a lever carved from the rock wall. Whoever wrote this clearly meant that lever to be pulled. Okay, didn't we already pull a lever? Maybe it's a... I see. The ancient script. Riatan magic was powerful, though there is no telling what the root words might work. Even committing them to memory might be dangerous. Your clan stories are full of misguided Rietan warlocks who turned their own legs to water or their husband's head to ash. But they're also full of magic which saved princess in peril, which brought the world to the wielder's feet. Okay, so even memorizing the spells could be dangerous. You know how to sound the runes, and whoever wrote this clearly meant that lever to be pulled. Should we sound the runes? Should we say the words, or should we pull the lever? We pulled the lever already, which is making music. Okay, I'm gonna pull the lever. Blinking the runes from your mind, you grab the stone lever and pull. It grinds towards you, and suddenly you hear a rolling beat from somewhere deep within the rock. Sound reminds you of a battle drum, like your younger sister used to play before the curse of Black Edward made her hands and fingers like brittle twigs. You think of her now and your quest as you search the grotto for an exit. Oh, didn't do anything. God damn, should have read the words. Alright, let's go into the pool. You lean over the pool, still and reflecting the lights show above. You think you see something glittering beneath the surface and dive in. The water is somehow warm and soft. For a moment, you imagine being held. Then you see it, a huge golden shell, a grotty bucky lying on the pool floor. It rolls away as you pass over, and just beyond it, you see, is that a lever? Another one? Okay. Grotty bucky. Bairns would hunt the beaches for the rare and tiny shells, play games with a stash of grotty buckies as the prize. It would be the prize to win them all, vast and rich and shining, larger than any shell you've seen. You think of bringing it home as a treat for Lou or Gab, and then remember where you are and their frozen eyes. That a lever? Let's go for the lever. You take a deep breath and kick yourself under water. Grasping the lever, you wrench a stream of bubbles pouring from your mouth. It comes to with a great clunk and you float to the surface. The grotto echoes with deafening multi-layered drone of the war pipes, but no player is in sight. The drone, drum, and fiddle rise together, their deafening music filling the cavern. You clutch your hands to your ears. The room fills with an ethereal mist, and joining the music is a terrible grinding of stone on stone. As silvery mist begins to clear, you discover that a great portal has opened to the rock wall of the grotto. Whether opened by ancient hidden devices or an even older Codnalian magic, the way forward is clear. You step through and the last strain of the pipes fades away and makes your way down a long, dripping corridor. You once heard that the battle pipes of Dun Tap Dub, whose screams echoed from castles to vault all night long. The memory of that perfect night with Ruaride warms your heart as though these pipes were yowling across time. Okay. You way down a long dripping corridor. At its end, you find a neat little wooden door. It looks just as a door might look at home. The door to a clan house in Kalkania clay, only to set into impassable rock and with no handle. You push against it and it's almost as if it's pushing back. Peering closer, you see a series of raised knots in the wood, suspiciously arranged into a neat pattern. 3 lines of 3 knots. You press a raised knot and see several on the other knots shift their position. Pressing another, you realize some hidden mechanism must be holding the door fast. You drop what remains of your gear and send your mind back to childhood, to logic classes with Old Mac, to learning to think with a different mind and speak with the tongue of reason. You begin pressing knots. Interesting. The last 2 seem to be the same. Why is that? Ah, interesting. It only highlights the orange parts. This is an interesting way of putting this in. Okay. But we have no foundation for what this is supposed to do. How is this supposed to work? Okay, well, let's say we press this one at the end. The knots shift subtly. Ah, interesting. You see, like, once we press the third one, it's moved to the middle now. Okay, so there are actually 3 rows. Anyway, so I think we have to... What happens if I press the first one? Oh, okay. This moved to the middle. This moved to the left. This stayed the same. Interesting. What if I press it again? Okay. Oh, interesting. That's different. Huh. Oh. No, we're not kicking the door down. We're gonna see this through. I don't know what the end result's supposed to be, but definitely interesting. There must be a pattern to this that we don't see yet. Moving this moves this once. This is kind of back to the way it was before. Oh, there's something else going on here. We're at 1, 2, 3 right now. And this becomes 0. This becomes... Huh. Is this binary logic? I think kicking the door down is gonna cause damage, so I'd rather not. In this state, when we press this, these two changed, but the top one didn't. Huh. Yeah, same thing is happening here too. The top one remains unchanged when I press the bottom one. Pressing the middle one when the side ones are black puts it like this, but it also shifts the middle one one step to the left. I press the middle one, both the top and the bottom changes. Oh wait. Okay, this shifts it here. If I press it again, this will change, but this will change too, right? Yeah. Ah, interesting. This shifts it here. This... Oh. That's different. Is it just swapping them? Possibly? But there's another layer to it. So if I press this, it should affect this, but maybe not this. Yeah. So pressing this, swap that, swap this, okay. Interesting. If I press it again, it should swap this and this. Is that how it's supposed to work? Yeah. And this one remain unchanged. If I press this, does this become orange? Nope. Something else happened. What if we reach a point where there's nothing left to press? Oh, interesting. Interesting. This will shift it again. Yeah, okay. Okay. Interesting. This will shut all of them off. This will... What if I press this? No. Okay. This and this. Yes! That took a while. It does feel a bit that way, microphone. It looked like it said that, yeah. As the last knot clicks into place, there is a terrible ancient groan. A groan of dead forests, ghost streets. The knots in the door begin turning, spinning, blurring, and the door explodes into ash. For a moment you can see nothing. You blink the ash from your eyes, stumbling forward, feeling as though the caves are pulling away in every direction. As your vision clears, you see an orb of fuzzy light hanging before you. Behind you, the rock wall stretches into darkness in either direction, as if you are in a cavern of unimaginable, impossible size. You are just about to step forward into darkness when the orb darts away. Cautiously, you follow it to another rock wall, and it darts away again. Faster, you follow it around a corner, and then faster still. It dashes up and out of reach and then vanishes into a point, and you're left in utter darkness. Stagger blindly forward, feel rock turn and go. Okay, go left, go back, or go down. Left. Impossible darkness thick to move through, as if passage twisting every direction, shrinking, twisting passage straight. Cannot see. For a blink, you think you see yourself. Shake your head. Oh my god. That's so interesting. You have to think in Scots now in order to get through this. That's what? For a blink, you think you see yourself, or no, yourself, myself, and slaughtered cell, another for fortune cell leaning on a muckle stained door covered with leaning symbols. You look closer and you shake your head. You kinda see, but man, you need to, you just need to, yeah? Mind on, there's no way. You, man, yeah, you need those focus. Focus, never here on your breathing. Focus on your focus. No. Now. Focus now on your breathing and close your in. No? On your twist? What is gist? But and close your in. Nope. Oh, hold on. Just focus on your breathing and close your eyes. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, wow. Right. Microphone says English is my native language, and that's barely intelligible to me. Yeah, it's because it's in Scots. Something happened in the cave that's not letting us switch back to English. I didn't realize that they will actually use that mechanic as a puzzle. Okay. Breathe in, you sit down on top step and close your in. Close your in, now breathe in. Yeah, breathe for Hannah while Kuntin, the jaws of panic subside in a tooth break-in. Yeah, breathe. The panic attack didn't hit you with poop post. Yeah, didn't fall or black out. You mad it. You mad it through. Yeah, gonna be okay. You think through the problem step by step. You take a step down the stair and then another. You get to the street door. You get to the chippy. You order. You braid. You pay. You carry the fluid hem. You skim the stair. You sit down. You breathe. Chip onto the plate and you pin the bottle of sauce. Okay, you're interacting with someone. Load up another episode. Yeah, Mulder. Let Mulder and Scully load in. Yeah, towards sleep as the lift merkins. Lie on the sofa and look out the window up the castle. It's PD lich. Brush your teeth. Get into bed. It has been a good day. You lean in bed and you've photo we your phone to turn on an audiobook. Say your mind has something to listen to, either than its own catalog of fairy tale. Failies. Your book fantasy yarn, a tale of curse and quests, and heroes will overcome every obstacle in their way to make their mark on the world. Yesterday, ye fell asleep just as the hero found their magic artifact, and what happens now? Mitch lull ye dun. You hurt. The ET orange lich trinkles through the window, but yeah, how did the crotals of yourself together for another day, and that's something to cry a victory, and maybe the morn will be better. Whew. That was hardcore. Ah. Okay, so we did some really weird stuff there. So going through that door, made things really, it broke the reality barrier, clearly, because then we got into a place where we were forced to read in Scots, but we were reading the accounts of a person who went through a panic attack. We had to do the panic attack. Oh, that's where the anxiety thing comes in. Oh, okay. And then they read a story. They were reading a story about what we were playing. And it was an audiobook that they were reading, and as they read that story, they fell asleep. And that's what happened. Oh, this needs a lot of thinking. This was made in Twine, by the way, which is interesting engine to write interactive fiction. All right. Microphone. Sorry. What's going on here? Jasmine asks, "Are we decoding text?" We were just reading in Scots and just speaking with a Scottish accent. Yeah, and because when you read the Scots language, it sounds like you're saying English with the Scottish accent, but it's actually the Scot language. The Scot language sounds like that. It's very similar to English, but it's pronounced differently. So basically, when Scottish people speak English, they're actually speaking Scottish. Their accent is actually it's not English. Well, they're so similar that, you know, even if they're speaking English in their accent, it just sounds like that. I find this fascinating. I find these two languages, the relationship between them, really fascinating. Not sure about the history. I haven't read enough about it, but like it just I like how it sounds. My brain is short-circuiting. Like sounds like English, but what? Yeah. I realized this, Jasmine, I realized this when what is that song? I'm gonna look it up because it keeps bothering me. Yeah, it's called Auld Lang Syne. Auld Lang Syne is a popular song. It's usually sung on New Year's. It goes like this, like, should old acquaintance be forgot. That's the song that's sung on New Year's, but the actual words are written in Scottish, and it's often like sang like mispronounced basically when it's sung in English. The actual words are, I don't know if I can see it. I should be able to find it. Anyway, it's not important. If you recognize the song, that's the song like when I read that, I was reading the words themselves and like these actually sounds like the English words in a Scottish accent. That's what I thought when I first read that, and I was like, oh, is that the relationship they have, these two languages? And there's like clearly more history to it, but it's just how it sounded to me. Hey, Jonan. The British probably stole a lot of stuff, yeah, like everywhere else. Yeah, the New Year song. That's it. Hi, Jonan. Microphone is also almost like patois of English and their West Germanic roots. A patois. Just came back from seeing the latest Puss in Boots film. Was much fun. Definitely recommend it. Awesome. That sounds good, Ronan. I did enjoy the trailer. Jasmine says, I looked up the lyrics and like microphone, I felt my brain short-circuiting. Patois, okay. Yeah, and that Dronan also pronounced it. Okay, so that was special. This was special. This game was special. Patois is a dialect? Okay. I wish this was pronounced like I wish there was voices in this, because I would love to hear it in the actual pronunciation. Well, we could read it and hear the sound. I think that would have helped me. I don't think I can get out of here without closing the window. Well, so that was the game. That was Raik. And it's £3 right now. which is about $6, I believe, unless the rates have changed again. This is a Scots Fantasia about anxiety, featuring kelpies, lost keys, mysteriously lit underground caverns, boring work, panic attacks, and red hair. Raik is a twine game built in a platform for hypertext story games. It is written in Scots, one of the languages of Scotland, with a full integrated translation into English. An earlier version was entered into the 2014 Interactive Fiction competition. This is a full expanded edition, twice the size, with additional features and more bad jokes about Celtic fantasy and Scottish independence. Average playtime 25 minutes for a full playthrough, 90 minutes to read everything on multiple playthroughs. Direct any thoughts, questions, or bugs to this email address here. And cover art by Kit Byrne. And they have a slide scaling pricing here as well. Information. Is Gaelic the same as Scots, or are those different things? Dronan asks. Let me just click on that. Dictionaries of the Scots language. So there's two Scots here. There's the older Scottish tongue from before 1700, and the modern Scots after 1700. Rifna was saying earlier that the Scottish language is often called the Scottish Gaelic, but Gaelic is also a separate one. Yeah, like from what I knew before, Gaelic is the language that comes from Gaul. And Gaul is northern France, basically, like physically it's northern France. Gaul is the setting for the comic book series Asterix. That's where I've at least first learned about Gaul. I didn't know that Gaul was on the France geographically until someone told me made a reference to the Gaelic ancestry of the of someone who was French Canadian, and I was like, Gaelic, I know that word, I heard something about it, and then I looked it up, then I realized that Gaelic is a reference to Gaul. Anyway, that's a side segue there. What does that mean? Oh, those Romans. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I think that's all we have to say about this game. Other than just go buy it. Go buy it if you want to play it. It's you can get it at harryjosiegiles.itch.io.